we are this. What is this? This is the latest term that is now changing thing, all right? In a long time where we've been talking about unicorn, we've been talking about venture capitalists, we've been talking about startup, all that is about the mega firm, how mega firm build. But this is what is happening now. Because why? Because there is the reason behind it. What is the reason behind it? Because of AI. The reason behind all this thing is because of AI. Why? In the last time, you need a lot of people to do work. Now, you don't need. Now, you can have AI agent that can do the job for you. So people are looking back at minimalist. Minimalist means what? You don't need to be very big. You just need to be enough to do your work. That's all. Because a lot of it, you can use AI. Also, minimalist is the changing thing now. Okay? So who is this guy? This guy actually is a venture capitalist, and he himself is a startup person in the Silicon Valley. He actually started a company in Silicon Valley and got into big mega growth phase, but then he failed. His company failed. His company during the many years back, he started when he was 19 years old, and then he is now, 30 plus already. 10 years ago, he was starting big, but then his company got venture capital, everything to billion company, almost to a billion company, but he lost his company. He almost bankrupt, almost. Also, this guy, the Chinese is called 极简主义者. So now we are looking at this as a model of our firm. Okay, so our fast way of looking at what is this type of minimalist is this: profitability first. That means you want to do a business, you don't want to make a loss. Like when you take a listing, you want to take a good listing. You don't want to take a lousy listing and then they cannot close deal. Or you want to safeguard minimal profit. Although it may not make a lot of money, but it must be profitable. You don't want to borrow money and do something and then end up losing. So this is profitability. Minimalist entrepreneur create business that are profitable at all costs. Okay? They are not in for a business of size. Like a lot of big companies, they become very big, but they are making losses. Like just now, those big companies, they expand so fast that they actually burn money. So this is minimalist, they don't burn money. Okay? Start with a community. Minimalist entrepreneur built on a foundation of community. That means you work very well with your own community in a small scale. You don't go like, I want to be number one in Sarawak. No. You just say, I just want to be present in MJC, that's it. I want to be good in Pine School, that's all. With your own community. Third is build as little as possible. No waste. Don't want to waste money, don't want to waste things. Build when you necessary. When do you build? Is to build in what you actually can sell, what they need, and not going to expend money, not going to waste money. Minimalist businesses do one thing, they do it, just do that thing. So we don't want to do like, go and recruit a lot of people, we want to take a lot of projects, we want to do a lot of things. No, we just do whatever we can handle. We don't go and overstretch ourselves. Because at the end of what this philosophy of things, there is another philosophy behind this minimalist. There is another philosophy in life. Later I will show you. Sell to your first 100 customers. Minimalist entrepreneur don't spend time convincing people. They spend time educating people. Selling is a discovery and a possibility to educate yourself. So when you do it, you learning yourself as well. Market by being you yourself, nothing to hype yourself. I'm the top sales, I'm the best in the industry. No, everything is just basic. Basic. Minimalist entrepreneurs share their stories from struggle to success. It's actually very sincere type. Best marketing shows the world who you are and your product are. Also, minimalist, the last few is that grow yourself and your business mindfully, and you don't spend money that you don't have. That means we do it within our own size and our own capability. So to actually don't go stretch. Like a lot of people, they sacrifice the profitability. That means they will just go out and go and do, but actually no profit one. No point. Also, our purpose now is to this, minimalist. So to build a house you want to live in, so you want to just do whatever you feel you are comfortable with. So if Saturday and Sunday is not your working time, you don't work. Don't like, wow, I must take project, I must go and do project. Then it is not what you want, right? So you actually do things that you feel you like to do. They do things on their own way and won't be for anyone and everyone, but it will attract the right talent. Okay, so how to be good in doing your content, to be a creator? One is to educate. Your intention is to provide education, provide value, but for free. So a lot of us here actually don't think it like this. In the old days, a lot of us thinking, I put up one advertisement, I must make a closing. I must do closing or else I will be no profit. So it is not the intention, of course, that it is wrong. But today, in today's scenario, is you do something to educate. You don't expect it to close deal. You cannot expect it to close deal. Because if you expect it to close deal, you will be withholding yourself. So go out and do. Like I have my own sharing with you. I do a lot of website, right? So I keep on doing. I feel, putting so much effort, but no return. No return because it won't close deal. It will have no effect on my next meal, my next food on the table. It's not going to close deal. But I have to do it because here you provide it for a purpose that somebody else can use it. So I'm providing like what PK said just now. Sinjun has got website. Last time I did not have website. Now I got ready. So there is this purpose that you do, that you educate people, you help people, but then at no value. You don't expect any value. So this is important. And you have to inspire people, right? Turn it to be inspiring people. And the last is you need to entertain people. So this is very important. Whatever you do in your listing, whatever you want to achieve, must be entertaining. So that when people caught it, people understand, hey, you are trying to entertain me, therefore I give you time. Now people would be very boring if you don't entertain. Right? So now our issue is just two, earlier on the two video you saw in Facebook. One is the IQI office, right? Another one is police station, talking. So this purpose is entertaining. So when you see now, you remember, they got good office. They got a conversation between the office, police officer. There is an intention to sell to the police officer. So this is an important thing. So the old picture about minimalist is due to a concept in living whereby they call it anti-work. They call it anti-work. So what is happening now is because of AI, because of new technology, people want to have better quality of life. They don't want to work for a scenario. I struggle, I do 7 days a week type of work, and then I don't have my free time. So they want to have an anti-work. So this anti-work means what? They don't want work. They want to have relaxing time. But it's not in the negative sense. It's in the sense that they will reach a better quality of life. They have a better way of living. So it is actually a kind of it objects to exploitative labor practice. So this anti-work phenomena actually bring up the minimalist way of doing things. So we should be thinking minimalist. We should be thinking whereby if we want to do something, we do it well, but then we don't sacrifice our own happiness. So this is the anti-work scenario. So the movement prioritizes personal autonomy, mental health, human dignity. But in the sense, if you bring this to Japan, no such culture in Japan. You work in Japan is every day you just work with the company. Whole life in the company, sacrifice for the company. But it's culturally not incompatible. Not incompatible. So later in the subsequent slide, I will show you what is the theory of incompatibility here. That means there is another issue around whereby they say that the society move forward in a certain way, but you yourself don't want to be like that. You yourself want to be different. Also, there is an incompatibility. Okay? So this is the person. He is the Nobel Prize winner for 1998. So his concept is there is incompatibility between what the society want. The society want profit. The society want 7 days work. The society want profitability. The society want productivity. But you yourself don't want. So this is the thing. The Pareto principle and the minimal liberalism issue. Also, the Pareto principle is what? Pareto principle means majority will win. So in the case that if everybody here like to eat nasi lemak, even though you don't like to eat nasi lemak, you are in the minority. So the society will provide nasi lemak. The society won't provide for small people. That is the Pareto principle. Okay, so the concept of Pareto principle in economy is that the economy would progress to the majority's liking. But whereby this Nobel Prize winner, he's from India. He is in in US now, but in UK he was in UK in Cambridge. Then he works as a professor in Harvard. Also, he's still alive. So this guy actually said that it's incompatible. That means you cannot push everybody to be the same. Not everybody think about profit. Not everybody thinks about 7-day work. Not everybody think about profit. Not everybody think about profitability and productivity. There is this minimal liberalism. That means you need to be free. You want something which is to be free. So therefore there is this incompatibility, and to actually win over it, you have the different capability, people join together for fairness. So there is this freedom of choice, therefore they need to accommodate certain people who doesn't want to follow the mainstream. Also, there is in this society certain place for people who don't want to follow the mainstream. So the mainstream in real estate market is what? The mainstream in real estate market, big firm, mega firm. But we have people who don't want to follow mega firm. Right? So we have to work on ourselves as a minimalist in a separate thing, which will be not compatible in the whole picture of the market. In the whole picture of the market, just now what you say, people don't know Sinjun. Right? Public don't know. Because the general public think about what? Oh, estate agent must be big firm must be profit driven make a lot of money But in the real life, in this concept, there is another group of people who are like us. We don't look at that. We look at our purpose in a different way. So this is what it is. So in the sense, we have different purpose. Measure success not by profit alone. Right? So we exist for what? Our own freedom. For whom do we exist? What freedom do we expand? We work for our own purpose rather than working for the purpose of the thinking, which is Pareto principle, a Pareto principle purpose. So I want to tell you, Roche, Servier, and Pfizer in my old company. So have you all heard of this company?
Yes.
Yes, you heard of Pfizer at least, because you So I tell you, in my days, in my company, Roche, nobody want to join Roche because of one reason. The reason is the interview is terribly scary. The interview for joining the company Roche is you have to be interviewed by the GM, who is a Masaleh from Switzerland but he is in Malaysia. So he will be interviewing every person in the company. And he will interview twice. First interview, he will speak to you. Second interview, you have to fly to KL. And like this, all sitting, and you got to stand in front, present a product that how you sell to your customer in front of all the top senior managers. So a lot of people who are coming to the pharma industry, they not even take this job because they dare not face this type of scrutiny. They dare not face up this type of interview. They don't want to apply. So those who actually got, even some of them got PhD, some of them got master's degree, stand in front of people, straight away cannot talk. Even some of them eventually, actually, one I think fainted. Like that. So that is the reason why the company became very nobody want to join this type of company. It's like very strict, and every sales meeting, we go to KL, have to sit for an exam. And you know how is the passing mark? 50%?
90.
80% passing mark. If you do not cross the 80%, sorry. 3 times, you're out. Like that, no? So serious. So this is my company. Recruitment, very strict. Very exam-oriented type. Very good. Don't mess up with the company. The company is more thinking, but very high level. Because my ex-boss is Harvard also. He came from Harvard. So his selection system is, I want the best. If you are not best, sorry, I won't take you. So this is the scenario of that company.
If you don't achieve the self-perform,
they would talk to you. You don't achieve, they will understand why you don't achieve. You have to give reason. Just like Elon Musk. Elon Musk fire people because of what? Elon Musk fire people because the person said cannot do, without giving reason. Elon Musk would reason with you. If you say cannot do, you must give reason why you cannot do. Elon Musk is popularly for firing people. You say cannot do, cannot do. You say cannot do, why should we be here? I'm doing things that it cannot be done. Yeah, he's launching rocket. At one time cannot be done. Correct not? So there are reasons behind a company. So another company called Servier. This company interesting. Small company in Europe come to Malaysia and they recruit people with pharmacy degree. With biology, biotech degree. They don't recruit people without this type of degree. And pharmacists in the year 1990 something is so few that pharmacists can go and buka kedai outside and start making money. Why should they join pharmaceutical company and doing just selling? But this company is like that. I will recommend a good product to doctors. I must be pharmacist to be same level with doctor. When I go and see doctor, doctor respect me. So their strategy like that. So this company recruit like that. So if you see them, you say, wow, you're pharmacist, you still working with sales company. What for you go and study 4 years in pharmacy school? Come out, salesman only. But their thinking different. Their thinking is, we are different company. Right? So this exactly how they select people. Then Pfizer different. Pfizer recruit people without having the GM to recruit one. They will recruit people, they trust their sales manager. So the coaching sales manager recruit whatever people he want. But he himself is not a graduate, because a lot of these sales people, they work from below last time. So they are not sales degree. They don't have a marketing degree or sales degree, but then they are from the basic, from the hard life of working up. So they don't usually get degree people. They get the usual similar type. So end up, they are people who are lower salary but higher incentive. They're sales driven type. So this type of people, they join the company, you can see them from very different background. Some a bit Samsung. So their company, a few type of people around Samsung a bit, and they all teach the ladies. Some of the miniskirt lady, they will teach. So different type of profile. Different type of profile. So I'm just telling you how the company select end up with how the company look like outside. So the doctors, when they see certain people, they will say, oh, this company different. Because why? Because the company recruit this type of people. So we want to be a minimalist company so that we have established ourselves as some type of differentiation among our competitors. So we go out and people say, where are you from? I'm from Sinjun. Sinjun, a certain standard. That is what we want to achieve. Okay? So this is again back to personal reputation, back to the branding of the firm. So we want to talk about branding now. Okay? So why we want to be simple? We don't want to have anyone to join us. Because why? Because we already form a bit of a background image already. Our background image is what? Our background image is that we are senior. A lot of us are very experienced. Of course, we have young Samson like that, but majority, 80% of us are senior people. Okay, so we don't want to spoil this type of, your Sinjun come out with so young Jiku, don't know what to do. So we don't want. We want to establish ourselves as more of a specific group of people. So we don't want to recruit everybody. We don't want people who are bachelor's type. We don't want people who sell stock one. We don't want. So these are people we will not entertain. Okay, we want exclusively those who want to work for this type of industry and do a good job. And we want to maintain quality, not quantity. If you are good quality, we take. You are not good quality, even though you have numbers, we also don't want. So we want to always keep ourselves reminded of all this, so that we have professionalism and we have good ethics and good reputation. So this is what we are. Minimalist company having this to achieve. So we are in the long-term business. We try to be the best firm for professional senior agent. Seriously committed type. And the career path, if they are joining us, there is a career path to become a REA in the future, because I'm doing teaching. And then we want to do innovative, modern digital thinking, and we are very sure money is not everything. Please, if you want to join other firm, go ahead. No, we are not for money. This firm is for good quality and good purpose to be in the future. You are more than what you sell. It's not just taking the money. It's a lot more than what you are doing in the market. All right. Then hope to achieve. We are a minimalist firm, the best senior rent firm. Are we able to achieve that? The best senior rent firm. You know, it's a senior rent. Oh, I'm from Sinjun. Of course, Samson will be thinking, I'm not that senior lah. Don't make me feel like I'm too old lah.
But you still will be the best.
Okay, so our purpose is we want to have this feature as an image. Our image is that we don't play around. We are serious in our job. Serious, best senior rent firm, and we have a format of advertisement. That means all of us must think when we portray out, like what Sheila said. We portray out. We must have a standard of advertisement because people know us from the advertisement. So we must keep an advertisement that is up to a standard lah. Also, there is a format, right? Then we want to hit about 300,000 income commission per year. That is our objective, 300,000 per year. So most of us here is doing, I think, less than that lah. We have not achieved that lah, or else you will be charging SST already. Until now, we have not been charging SST lah. Also, we want to achieve that, and I want to tell you how I arrived at that figure later. We want to do 3 domains with the website, where the website has a lot of users. We want to achieve that the website become not just Sinjun, the website become a platform for everybody. We want to go out and ask all the other agents to use. We want to achieve 3,000 listings in total. A lot. But we want to have a time lah. It's not today lah. This one, I would think that we want to do it in 3 years lah. 30 good productive REN enough. If we have in a company 30 good REN senior achieving 300,000 per year, that is already very good. Okay? And the 9 million in total in 3 years. So this is how I want to force myself to do something until 2030. Now it's 2026, so 2030, when 3 years later, we look at this again. Okay? So how do I do this? Challenges for senior rent. Because challenges is like this. Most of the senior people are rich lah. Some of us here, I think richer than me anytime lah. Any of you here sitting here, richer than me. And digitally, harder to do because nobody like Sheila very digital, even at the high, in the senior age, still printing out design and all that. Of course, you all are learning, everyone learn together. Okay, they are also issue or very opinionated because senior people always have the experience already. I have my experience behind me. I think it this way because my experience. Right? So very opinionated, don't waste time also. They are short-tempered, don't mess up with me, I got no time for you, things like that. And they are doing a lot of subtraction, not addition. Senior people, they already know certain things, they don't want to waste time. So they only do most of the things that they feel important. They don't want to try new things. Because addition new thing means more time spent, but I don't know whether I like it or not. And actually, senior people also doesn't want to explore mostly lah. So and then also these are the challenges. I know better type of position. So what are the strengths of the seniors? You have clear direction because you're already senior You already think that I settle with this. I just do this. I don't want to, try something which is not really what I like. Very confident and with experience, well-connected network because you have all your clientele. And emotionally, you are also more matured. And one time enough. You tell me one time enough. I don't waste time. So these are the characteristics of the senior people. These are the advantages. You can be trusted, a reputation in the market in your previous job, and also you have some political influences over time. So these are your strengths, right? So these are your strengths. How are you going to emphasize this strength to your customer? That's why today's topic, I'm talking to you about your personal reputation and the image of the firm, right? The personal reputation that you have as a senior person, these are the strengths that you have. You are emotionally matured means you can actually engage in a conversation whereby you look at it as not a very personal thing. You can take more hostile way of approach. If you talk hostile to younger people, fight already now. But you can talk to a senior person a bit more hostile because the person know I'm able to withstand this thing. So emotionally matured, and you are in a way reputable in the market lah. So what senior wants is clear on what is expected. You don't tell me all this bullshit. I want to have a clear what is expected, simple and straightforward. Follow the law, nothing illegal. I don't want anything illegal, and I want no nonsense. I want no nonsense. I want straightforward, not too many hassle, and free weekend time leisure. Don't kacau me during time when I want to rest, because this is your quality of life. This go back to the same minimalist. This go back to the same anti-work, because you don't want to compromise with your own quality of life. That is your reason why you are senior, and you are looking for friendship and fellowship. So these are the few things that I feel what seniors want, and we need to mold the company. We need to move forward with the system that allow this, to allow you all to have this. Okay, so how do we do a senior team, a good senior team? I think we are already a good senior team. Or just that, what are the things that we can formalize in a structural way so that we can move on better? So anything that you want to say so far? Or else I just continue. So this is the figure, the first quarter of the year 2026, 51 billion. So if you use the first quarter times 4, we are looking at 200 billion in whole Malaysia this year. So this is a slowdown market, because last year 2025 we have achieved in total 249 billion whole Malaysia. Also, this figure is lesser than 2025. So 2026 we are looking at a slowdown for the whole Malaysia lah. Okay, so what I'm trying to show you here is how do you achieve the 300,000 per year. Okay, so Malaysia, let's say we have 250 billion as in the national figure. We are looking at last year 241 billion. Sorry, not 249, 241 billion last year. So we are at about 4% of whole Malaysia. Okay, so we are at 4% of whole Malaysia. Let's say this year, Malaysia doing very well at 250 billion. And throughout this figure, I'm just showing it again. You have seen this figure before. So whole Malaysia, 250 billion. Our Sarawak 4%, we are looking at 8 billion sales. Okay, 8 billion sales in Sarawak. Now, 8 billion sales, if we have 2,000 negotiators in Sarawak, everybody should be about 4 billion deal. 4 million deal per person if you use 2,000 negotiator number. Do you think 2,000 is too many? Or 2,000 is too few? Sometimes even one company is telling you, I have 1,000 rand. He's a team leader, he said, I got 1,000 rand behind me. Imagine. So Sarawak, I would think easily about 2,000 negotiators. But many of the negotiators are not active. The active one, not many. So let's say we only take 2% commission from the 4 million sales. That is 80,000. If averagely you are one of the 2,000 negotiators and you close the deal, you will take 2% average, you will get 80,000 per year commission. Okay, so if you use this to time 100 rand, you take 100 rand, you take the average of 80,000 per rand, in 100 rand, it will be 8 million commission pay. Right? So far, you follow me or not? You follow me? Now, if you say that very hardworking one, 20%, take 80% of the sales. Right? I told you, you have a lot of rent, but not many of them are that hardworking. So you just take 20% of the rent who are very hardworking. And this hardworking rent will get 80% of the sale. Your 20% rent get 80% of the deal will be 6.4 million commission. And this 6.4 million commission divided by 20 rand, 1 rand per year commission is 320,000. So that is how I arrive at 300,000 per year commission for you. So if you are hardworking rent in Sarawak, based on the historical figure, based on the assumption, is it achievable? By this calculation, 300,000. Of course, you need to sub again in what type of business. It may be a industrial business, it may be agricultural land, it may be a commercial property. Depending on how. But calculation-wise, this is achievable. 300,000 income per year. So of course, our commission payout has been like this. Is there a new challenge or whatever things that we can do better? So 0 level is 70%. First level 80%, second level is overriding of 5%. This one is for project. So for us, it's very simple. If you join the firm, the first tier is 70%. If you touch 30,000 commission, the next tier is already 80. Hello, Noreen. Yeah, I call you back. I'm meeting. Okay. Any issue on this? We are very clear. Very clear on this. Okay. So, two major strategies we are moving forward. One is a senior rent image. We want to create the firm. We are good senior rent. Also, under this experienced estate agent type, senior negotiator type of concept. Okay. The other is we want to do a quality advertising. We want to move forward with quality advertising. We don't want to play around with advertising, just simply put. No point. So end up, this is the standard format. We look at how innovative they're doing. In this case, it's just a ketchup, but then they're doing very innovatively. Okay, so this is how ChatGPT did an easy way of advertisement. So how do I do this advertisement? That's why I ask you all to bring your computer.
Yes.
So in this advertisement, I only put two pictures. One picture is the picture of the entrance area when I take a picture. Another is my name card. I just completed a name card. So I upload these two pictures into ChatGPT and I ask design a flyer for selling the above short lot apartment at MJC Baru Kawan New Township. Information about this unit of short apartment for rent are below. 3 rooms, 1 bathroom, toilet, 1 kitchen with fridge, 1 yard, 750 square feet area facing main road. Came out. Like that. So you know how to go to ChatGPT?
But very slow like
So you type ChatGPT, then you go to ChatGPT, right? You actually have to wait. Sometimes it takes time. So you log in. Now, normally when you log in, it asks you for your Google. So I usually use just Google. So just log in and you upload the picture that you want to upload. So in this case, I give you the previous chart. I have a different old chat. See, I have a lot of ChatGPT previous thing. Flyer design request. So the previous one. You see, I gave what? I gave them 2 pictures, 3 pictures. One is MIEA logo, one is my AGM photograph, another one is the NCC photograph. And I wrote this one, design a flyer, and later you see it came out like that. Nice flyer. So very easy for you to use ChatGPT. ChatGPT, you just need to upload whatever picture that you have, and you give them a good layout what you want. Then you produce. However, it only allow you to do, if I'm not wrong, 4 or 5 picture only. 5 picture, right? After that 5 picture, you tell you, sorry, the next how many hours you have to wait. So of course you can pay for it. You can pay for this particular ChatGPT service. At a higher kind of level, your membership level. So you can pay for it. Of course, one of the things is that if we are not so demanding, that means you don't produce a lot of listing per day, you only need 1 or 2 listing per day, it's okay no need to spend so much money. Alright, so this is ChatGPT. I would think that you have seen many of my work here, flyer for Jelajah. So I show you already the flyer for Jelajah. The flyer for Jelajah, I have uploaded 3 pictures. Now in this case, these 3 pictures I uploaded, I actually asked the ChatGPT to look for a bridge picture. I did not produce the bridge picture, no. I asked ChatGPT, ChatGPT, please look for an image from the internet, you see, internet public domain. I asked ChatGPT to look for a third picture, the 4th picture, and the 4th picture came out. You see the bridge at the back.
So it's
Beautiful.
Correct? No? So it means to say you can actually ask ChatGPT to look for the same type of listing in the internet. Let's say your listing is the house around the area, but you don't have the actual picture. You can ask ChatGPT to look for the house at that area. ChatGPT will look for it and give it to you. But of course, it may be a wrong picture lah. But you have to be careful lah. Now, when you do these flyers, if it is just a product flyers, like what Sheila said, you need to put your company name, logo, whatever. But to comply with the board requirement, the BOVIP requirement, there are a few things that you need to put in. Then I will just show you what is the thing that I needed to do with my own this one is a different one. Okay, never mind. I show you this particular one inside my own one. Profile. Let's say you do your own profile, right? Your own profile, you can come up with your profile under ChatGPT also. Where is it, my profile? I go to my my Facebook better lah, easier. See, I share with you all the profile in my Facebook. See, in this profile, actually I provided ChatGPT my name card. I gave him the sequence of my degree, and I asked ChatGPT to produce the picture, but the picture of me is like not really me lah. So sometimes you have to be careful. The picture come out a bit like your avatar, a bit like your cartoon. So up to you to modify. You can actually cut and paste. Okay. So what I would require you all to do, if you actually produce this type of thing, just remember, if you want to give it to your client, company must be there. Sinjun must be there lah. Because you are representing a estate agency practice, which is a legal regulated thing. And here, I would say it's important to also put the rent number and your address. So this one doesn't have an address. In fact, this one is not to publicly giving to a client, but it's more like introducing who you are. But if you are giving to your client, then it's like your rent number, your telephone number, your name, your Sinjun number, everything, and also the company address. Also, all this is able to achieve easily with what's in the ChatGPT. Okay? All right. So we come back to
This one, this kind of advertisement to create. This one is Sinjun, the address to put in, the full address.
No. If you are not putting it for sale or for rent, that means you are not doing it as a promotion of a product. It's not a promotion of a product. Then it is your own profile. No need. But if it is, you are producing an advertisement to sell something, to rent something, then it is estate agency practice. So if it become estate agency practice, then legally you must comply, am I right? So in that legally compliance, you need to have company name, company thing, and also company address.
I saw some of them, I just put down company name, and then the number,
Yeah.
the number,
No need address.
no need to address.
No need address. But when you are producing it as a brochure, when you are producing as a brochure print out or whatever, yes, you need the company address.
The post it on the site, you create one, you create the advertisement as a man for sale.
No need. No need. Inside Muda, inside whatever third party portal, no need. No need. But when you are producing it in a printed material like in the book, then yes. Okay. So now I want to show you what I did yesterday under JPPH. So you go to JPPH here. Now this is the JPPH NAPIC website. Now you go to this, very important everyone. I want to go into Bahasa Malaysia. This one Bahasa Malaysia.
The name management system. Yesterday you said the one JPPM.
JPPH. Never mind, I just go back to my presentation first so that you all get the idea where about it is. Also, this one we seen through already. So this one also you seen already. So it takes some time to create the image one. Okay, so correctly done. So this one Facebook and TikTok you can use. So this one basically you just produce over ChatGPT and then you just put it up to whatever social media that you have lah. So my concern on this type of thing is when you do it as an advertisement, let's say you have a house for sale, then you have to comply. Your name, rent number, telephone number, company name, company registration number, and the company telephone number, which is our desk number. So this 6 items must be in your presentation, in your thing.
You mean the photo ourselves also back inside?
Yeah, you can. Like me, because I gave my business card My business card got my photo. That's why it go up But you can choose not to You can choose I don't want my face to be there. So you don't put You can tell the ChatGPT don't put my photo. The ChatGPT can understand you one. You play around with ChatGPT, you know, very powerful.
But if you want to put the telephone number on it.
What do you mean?
I mean, let's say you don't want to put your face in there.
Yeah. So I told you already, there are 6 things in an advertisement that you must put. Your name, your telephone number, which is your mobile number, your rent number, right? Then the company name, company registration number. What is our company registration number?
I don't know.
E32077. Then the company phone number. What is the company phone number? 082 522 890. 522 890. Okay? Write down here. So, name, rent number, telephone number, which is your mobile then Sinjun, properties, then E32077, and then here 082 522 890. So this is a minimum standard you have to put in all your advertisement. Put in all your advertisement. Sinjun logo no need. The board logo also no need. In your advertisement, in your for sale, for rent advertisement, these are the basic things.
Now, if you want the logo, you can put over there. Like you put inside the
logo very nice.
Of course, if you can put, please put Because I tell you, in the market, a lot of negotiators, they don't want the company name even. They want to show that I am the company already. Right? A lot of negotiators out there say that I am qualified better than Thomas Sim. They're thinking like that.
Very wrong.
But I mean, this is issue some of the issue But our requirement, I'm not saying that this is Sinjun requirement. This is board of valuer, appraiser, estate agent, property manager requirement. Okay. So what are the AI tools that can be used? I tell you, a lot of this. Have you all heard before? Have you all heard here? Hitchfield, Open Art, Nano Banana, Seedance, Kling. Belum. Very foreign.
Sidang tu bergerak.
You know Sidan is what? No. Sidan is ByteDance. ByteDance, you know what ByteDance is? ByteDance is TikTok's parent company. TikTok's parent company is ByteDance in China, and they have come up with Sidans to do motion picture. So whatever you are watching, this motion picture, short movie, all done by all these things. Okay, Keling is also, it's not Keleng, it's not Keleng, but this is a powerful tool for motion picture. How do they make motion picture? You know how do they make motion picture or not? Very simple. They just go to a few of this type of thing and then input the picture. So you want to see Thomas Sim doing some motion, right? You give Thomas Sim picture from different angle. Give it to the AI. Then you ask AI to do, the AI will make motion out of Thomas Sim. I tell you like that. Powerful,
Which one?
Using Nano Banana.
All done, nano banana.
All free.
No, they all pay.
That's
All this, you have to pay. How do they pay? You know, not any one of you here? You subscribe and buy token. You buy a certain amount of token, then producing 10 seconds, how much token they will use. Producing 15 seconds, how much token they will use. And this depends also from the whatever angle, you have different type of angle. The biggest one is, I think, 16 versus 9 or 720, whatever, the sizes of the motion picture. Also, they produce by paying for the time of calculation, because the AI need to calculate. So the amount of high resolution need a lot of calculation, so they will charge you based on that. They charge you based on that. So these are the one that is used in the motion picture. Okay, so let's say now idea is like this. You have a property to sell, especially expensive property, right? Then you want to do a movie. Then you can put David picture in there, and David going in as a detective. Then David go in, and then there's something happening inside. Then the whole story, end of it, actually to sell the property. Imagine. So that will be the future of AI used in real estate. An example, you have drone, right? Drone flying in, you can say it's actually an aircraft flying in, helicopter flying in. You arriving to your property by helicopter. David is flying in to see the land in a helicopter. Then you disembark from the helicopter, go in as a rainbow. Right? All these are possible, your imagination. And then when this imagination is published, it can be published in TikTok, it can be published in all the social media, and we link it up with our company website. Right? So you go to a company website, you can see all these numbers of short movie inside our website. And then our company become one of the only company in whole of Malaysia doing this. Can do. Then one day you become Wang Hong, you go out, people say, I know David, I know B. Keling, I know Raymond. Why? Because doing a lot of movie.
Yes. Yeah. Because there's one property agent is doing the movie.
Yes.
Which one?
That one, we talk later, we don't tell here.
So in the future,
Don't.
so in the future, it's not 2D picture. You just go and take a few photographs and put it into your whatever listing. No, it's no more like a pretty girl miniskirt go and show house. No more like that. It is all AI going in or motion, everything. Wow, full of impact.
Now I just recently I heard from the news they say one of the film producer they just take the picture of the face and they can do the movie.
What I just said just now.
And then the worker they cut about more than 60% or 70%.
Yeah. So if you want to learn just do graphic, that means just do 2D. These are the apps. You do Canva or CapCut enough. Do Canva and CapCut, and then general AI you use is DeepSeek. I use a lot of DeepSeek. I use Claude also. I also use ChatGPT.
Wait.
So DeepSeek is good for education, cloud is good for computer work, and then ChatGPT is a lot of things lah. ChatGPT you can find a lot of things there. Okay, so our format of advertisement, we want to do this. Background info, when you want to do an advertisement, you must give background information. You have special photo, good catchy photo. Then you must give information about the feature and the benefit. Okay?
没有，它主要还是要网看，网看要会写，要有那网看。
So most of the time, when we all do advertisement,
说它有一个 format 啊，
we don't have the format.
跟他想要做什么。
We don't have the format. So when we write an advertisement, a lot of time is simple. We just quickly want to do. That's it. But then the advertisement will be there with very minimal information. So I want to tell you a system of how to do it. You must give a background information. Let's say you take a house. You must say this house has been how many years construction, now it's been in the market for how long already, people stay, and what you want to give the background information can be, this is around certain area. You explain around certain area for amenities, for reaching to public places, for reaching to entertainment, everything. Then give some background. Then only you give the photograph which already you have specifically taken. So now with the ChatGPT, you can make the photograph better using this format. After that, you must give the feature and the benefit. What are the reasons that people want to stay in this place? Why they want to buy in this place? Right? The reason behind it. And the last is the analysis type. Now the analysis type, nobody in the market is doing. We are going to be, if you can, we want to do it. And this is the reason I want to show you JPPH value. Now you go to JPPH, you have the data transaksi terbuka. So you go to data transaksi terbuka, there is residential, commercial, and industrial property transaction for the whole Malaysia here. This one is an open domain. Everybody has a website, has a connection in internet, you can go in. JPPH, this one is napik jpph.gov.my. You see this or not? Napik jpph.gov.my. Now everyone go to this napik.jpph.gov.my.
Wait. JPPH.
Can go or not?
Then
Can or not? JPPH. Jason, our marker pen no ink already.
that's why I cannot see properly. Dot government, dot gov.my.
Okay, I see.
Hey,你要去哪里？napik 在哪里
napik.jpph.gov.my.
哦，这边是 napik。
进了没有？进了啊。Then you go to data terbuka. Transaksi data terbuka.
Where is the English translation?
There is a English button you can change one. I don't know where is the button now.
At the side here, at the side. Right hand corner. Which one you ask us to go? Background, initial.
Okay, now you have the BM and you have the English. You click the English flag. Up there got English flag ma.
Go.
So now you go to the English one. If you prefer English. Okay, then you have the site here. Sector, residential, wilayah Kuala Lumpur, district Kuala Lumpur, property type, all this, right? Now you go to state. You tick out Sarawak. You untick wilayah persekutuan. You untick wilayah persekutuan, you only take Sarawak, then you get the Sarawak figure. Okay, now the district, district you can check all the district which include Miri, Limbang, everywhere, or you just untick everything, you select Kuching. Okay, so now everyone is on the same page. You select Kuching, then you can see the property type. You want to actually say you want to check transaction only for terrace house. So you check terrace house. Single, or here is a 2-story to 2.5-story semi-D. Okay, we want to know semi-D. So this is the sub-selected for semi-D in Kuching. Okay? Okay, all these figures, is all the JPPH transacted figure. That means they value it for stamp duty purpose. Alright, and they update it as much as possible within 3 months. So if the transaction happened first quarter of the year, it will be recorded here. So the current figure, it is until June. Okay? Until June. So now with this figure, right, you will be able to tell your customer what is the relatively similar type of property around the area lah. But of course, your customer will tell you, sorry lah, here is very conservative, all very low. So how much more they want to ask you to do? They may say, I want to sell it at a higher price. It's their right, it's their right. Whether you want to accept or not, this listing at that price. Okay?
This including land also?
This doesn't include land. So this is a setback. This is a setback. Residential, industrial, and commercial. Agricultural land not captured. Another thing not captured here is what? What is another thing not captured here? Rental. Rental not captured here.
Rental is okay.
So now if you see year of transaction, you can see all correct not? You can click just 2025. So you can see in a very clear manner what is the recent transacted value of the same place. Then you want to search some more closer, you give the area. So what area you want to choose? You want to choose in Kuching? Give me your area. Jalan Song Jalan Song I try already cannot. Matang. Matang maybe can lah.
Definitely can.
Matang no figure. Only one. Only one. But this is 2025. Let's say I want to choose all then more lah. But this is semi-D. So, is this powerful?
Yes.
Is this what you need? Yes, Sally?
This one is actual transacted price.
Yes. This is the actual JPPH stamp duty price. Transacted. That's why transacted. Baru stamp duty mah. Okay?
True value.
True value. But this I tell you, 100%, your vendor not happy. Your vendor not happy. Why? Vendor always want to sell higher than this. Correct? Not? So that comes back to the question. Why companies like, company with valuation is not doing as good as company without valuation? If you join a company, like what our Sheila joined, WTW is actually a valuation company with CH William. Their strength when they go out to tell people is that we are consultant, we are also valuer, we can give you value. But why is it their company is not as aggressive as other firms? Other firms like IQI, Propnex, TRR, they are not valuer firm. But why are they like that? Because they are conservative in price. Because the valuer are very conservative. They're worried about giving away value which is not realistic. But the market doesn't think like that. The market think, hey, as high as possible. Right? So this is also a setback to some of these firms, being that they comply to requirement by law, but then in business, in out there, people's needs. That's why in the beginning until now, I'm telling you the picture of what? The story of Chai Jing. Why? He wanted to do good for the government. He wanted to get the government richer. But then the thing is, people now today look back at history and say that he's the worst bastard. Because the market look at it differently, you see. So you have always this issue. You want to do certain thing, but the market doesn't receive it. So you have to sometimes adjust yourself to be okay lah. So sometimes having a valuer firm behind you is good. That means you always go back. You know, I know one guy, because he himself has got in his mind his own price already mah. So sometimes is it really professionally required to ask for a valuer quote before you go out and sell? Very hard to say. A lot of time I will say, no matter how many valuer you go and ask, there's no one single price. The price is the correct price in the head of the seller, whichever he thinks. So this is the challenge that we have. Okay? So this will based on a transacted price around the same area. So it will be best used for your guide, But at the same time, don't be just stone-headed, just follow this price. Don't. So always ask your vendor, what is your price in your mind? Okay? We are 12:30 already. Land tak ada. Land tak ada, sorry. Vacant land tak ada. Only residential, commercial and industrial. So we are back here to do what for our advertisement. Every listing we want to have a format lah. Example, background, special photo, catchy, and then we want to do analysis. So this analysis depend on the pricing that we have. Also, if you take a listing and then you know the listing around the area, around what price, then you can do a market analysis. But we are not a valuer. We don't give value. We just say we do a market analysis, the same property around the area sold at what price. And then ideally we can be commented by a third party, somebody who is experienced. So you will be somebody who is experienced, but then if you can get a third party, in this case it's like neighbor house sold at what price. A third party conforming on the pricing. Okay, so we want to differentiate that we are good in our advertisement because our purpose in the job is actually doing advertising. Other job can be done by other people, but estate agents single job you cannot run away is to do good your work as a service to advertise. Okay, so we want to be better than competitor, and we can do video, copywriting, flyers. We need to have a standard format and not simply do. And we have our website. So now I want to go into our website. Now recently, I have done a bit different change here in the website to include sales of project. So you see our project. Before this, we never have a specific area to look for project. Now, under project, you have project marketing, you have the different project. Okay? So under project marketing, we actually say that we have these numbers of project. Okay? So I do only one for each to do the so-called sample for you. So now if you want to put an advertisement, you want to put a listing, same thing, you go into the website, you just need to pick. So how do you pick? I just show you. Sign in. I will usually sign in as my own sign in lah. So when you are signed in already, the first page that comes out for you when you add a listing. Let's say you add a listing, then inside the add a listing page, you can see the coordinate. Now this coordinate you can just ignore because I know some of you here don't want to have your location. Never mind, just ignore. So under the category, I have add in already. You can see project, sale, residential, project, sale, commercial. Okay, so if you have a project, sale, residential, you just click project, sale, residential. This one not stable,
Yeah, the line here
not stable. Cannot see.
Cannot, no.
No.
Okay. Also, under this under this project cell residential, you can see the three little one there, or not? You can see here, not? Even, golden, square, Leviticus. So you must click. You must click. When you click already, then this listing will be posted inside the page. Inside the page where I put the project. Automatically one. It will also appear in your personal page. You have a personal page, right? So it will also appear in your personal page. At the same time, sub-selected to be inside the property page. Project page. Okay? So here, as you can see, we go in, you have a few areas where you are useful to get the feature. One is your personal page, right? You have your personal page, like Samson lately in the way put in a few listing. So all his listing here. Okay, but if Samson put a project cell, a project cell would appear inside here under whichever project. So in this case, if it's Taman Leviticus, then his listing would be inside Taman Leviticus. Of course, there is no purpose if every listing is the same, right? So you may want to put a corner lot, you may want to put a special bungalow lot, a different type of a listing, but inside this project cell. Okay, so I guess this explains how this website is going to be useful. And in a way, we have earlier, and we wanted to do this because there is a problem with the. Hello. Hello.
哎，你好啊。
是。
就是我们想那个，就是有2个小朋友在那个动力巴士这上幼儿园。
哦，你等一下。幼儿园。So this one is our earlier purpose where we want to represent different projects from everywhere throughout Malaysia. So this is what we wanted to do for everywhere. So in the future we will get more projects, we'll put it here. Anyway, this is the thing. And lastly, just to finish off today's presentation. So far so good. So far so good. Okay, yeah. So Elizabeth has shared some listing, native land in the WhatsApp group. So all this is what we already have, you see. So where about you want to keep your listing? If it is inside your WhatsApp group, I think now if you ask us to go and check which listing, also don't know where already. So you must have a place to keep so that it becomes your library, so that you can always go back. So try to use the website. Simple, just follow the format. If it is land, it's just simple. One good picture of the land, and then maybe the title, search or whatever you can get. No need to tell who is the owner. Of course, you screenshot everything, right? Then you put down there a few important things, especially land. Land, very important is what is the category of use. Land got category of use in the sense whether agriculture, whether it's building, or whether it is industry. So this you must give people knowledge. Second, you must tell people what classification the land is. So what is the classification of land? Mixed zone land, native area land. So these are the classification. If you are not giving enough information, your buyer also don't know how to call you. Because I don't know whether I qualify to buy or not. Right? If it is mixed zone, I can buy. But if it is native, I cannot buy. But you must tell me. Correct or not? You must tell me. So these are the two very basic things you have to put. One is whether it is categorized for use or what. Second, what is the classification? Is it a mixed zone or not? Right? Then, of course, importantly, you must tell people whether, if you are detailed enough, whether it's a town land or it is a suburban land or it is a country land. Now, if it's a town land, it's nearer to town. So the land premium is higher, the quit rent is higher. Right? If it is further away, country land, it is cheaper. Right? And you need to tell people what is the size of the land. Correct or not? And then the size you will give in two ways. One is you give it in hectare, one is you give it in square feet. In West Malaysia, they talk square feet. In here, you talk about point, acre point, right? Then lastly, important also to tell people is what is the usual per point price. In Sarawak, people want to know what is per point. So the normal pricing is between 5,000 to 15,000, depending on where. Sometimes even higher, 20,000 per point. But majority of the land sell around 8 to 15,000 per point. So that is the roughly about price per point. Also, these are the important things you need to put, and that is the reason why we come up with Just Land .info. Just Land.info is supposed to help you to classify land into that type of a scenario. So you go to Just Land. See, Just Land, you enter as a user, very easy to use also. Sign in, normal. You use your, I have already input some of your listing here. Because I wanted to move some of the Sinjun one into here. So most of your land that I have inside Sinjun are already here. See, members, under members, you have all your people here already, no? KT Link, PK Link, Sally Chong, Samson, all here already. So I see, use Crystal, Crystal. Want to attract Crystal's attention. See, Crystal's land, whatever she has put in Sinjun, I already pindah here. Hey, I don't know why this thing is always disturbing. Cannot see. So here is the listing that I have moved from Sinjun property to Just Land. So Just Land, I want to show you when you go inside Just Land, how do you use? The standard login is Sinjun agents apostrophe, exclamation, not apostrophe. Type your name and then the login for your own use is this. Agents. Also your password. So for Crystal, you want to go in and tambah or want to change, you just type your name, Crystal Tor, sign in as Sinjun agents exclamation. Then you can go into the website already. Samson also, Samson Yo, and then Sinjun agents exclamation. You can go into the website already. So how do you want to use this website? Very simple, add listing. Just press the add listing and you can tambah your listing there. So here also same thing with the option to use coordinate. If you don't want to use coordinate, never mind. So under category, there are many categories: industrial real estate, land to acquire, real estate for sale, real estate land to let. Also different category, you just put under different category lah. So this website has a specific advantage if you are sourcing for land. Let's say you have a buyer who wants to buy land and you want to advertise to tell people I got a buyer, you can put it under land to acquire. You see or not? Land to acquire. So you can say I have a big tauke behind me who wants to buy this land around the area. You just put inside advertisement. Then everybody will see that you are advertised to get the land. So you can also put an advertisement like that. Okay? So the usual thing is here, the whole thing is the same as the Sinjun website. It's the same like Sinjun website. The map is also incorporated. Also the map also incorporated, but the map also show with a circle. So this is a sample. So this is actually Esther's listing. So Esther's got one listing around Anchor Lily. So this is the Anchor Lily land. Okay? So all that is already ready in our system. We already have all this. Also, other firms, other company may not have all these things. That's why I told you, Sinjun, we came to this business, we developed our own system. The first thing I did was, I want to do promotion advertising system for our own use. So this is one of the example, we do it for our own use. Of course, I'm hoping that others can actually use. So you can see members, under members, you have different people here. So I have already two other who are not from Sinjun. One is Mr. Ling, Katie Ling from Affluence, and another one I also don't know who he is Kenny Sia from Bintulu. And they give me the listing, all the hard to sell one. Thousands of, many hectare one. Big piece of the land they cannot sell. So they give it to me lah. So I never mind, I put it there lah because free of charge mah.
But the land that you say is not.
No lah. I mean, a lot of time in land deal, I tell you, a lot of time, a lot of people cannot sell already. They will look for you. Then you receive all this big size of land. You don't have the customer as well. Now this is our problem. We accept or not? We take or not? So what Sheila said was correct. You don't simply take that the land is just wasting your time, wasting your resources, right? You need to promote it. So when you take the listing, you promote it, you spend money, right? So this is the issue. For us, we are different because we have our own website, free of charge one. So if you want to tag, can lah, tag and put inside lah. It will build your library. But then some of the listing cannot sell one lah. You put 10 years also cannot sell. But you cannot put inside all these expensive third party, muda, all these expensive mah. You put inside here lor. Put inside here, cheap mah, no need to pay mah. Then over time, you have a lot of listing. Whether the listing can be sold or not, we also don't know. Right? Okay? So that is our advantage over our competitor lah. We are trying to be different, our service, and we want to do a good service from this lah. So this analysis of index is basically how do you compare. Let's say you have Avona, which is the reference at North Bank. Then whatever other competing property around that area, you can compare to Avona lah. Of course, you need to establish the reason of why you compare, because our customer want to know. If I buy this property, what is my return? What is my advantage of buying this property? So they want to know the value when they want to buy. So they want to know the ROI, or transaction value around the same area. Now we have the JPPH method, and we have also our library of listing. Also, I would say usually like that lah. Title. How do you do a title? What do you sell? Where it is? And it is for sale or for rent. So if it is a semi-D house, you must tell it is a semi-D around Jalan Song, Kuching, for rent or for sale. Alright? So that's the title. Then you give a background information. What are the nearby amenities? What are the landmarks? So in Tabuan Jaya, you say this is very far or very near to Lodge School, to Viva City, to whatever, you see. So you tell your story, and then after that you show your feature and benefit. Sometimes the feature and benefit will be like how many parking. It can easily accommodate 3 cars, for example. It has got high ceiling, for example. It has got backyard, a long backyard. So all these are feature and benefit. Then you go and talk about your valuation. You're analyzing the valuation around the same area. Then of course you have to have your name, your compliance, so that people contact you, they are comfortable with you lah, with your credentials. So sometimes you just put in whatever listing that you have in other website, like in the case of our own, then you have put down here your Sinjun sub folder lah, your Sinjun sub page, which is your listing page. So you all know, every one of you has got your sub page. So like now, Crystal sub page will be. Crystal subpage will be here lah. You copy here. This is Crystal subpage already. You sinjun.com/crystaltor/. So this is the website that all Sinjun's, all Crystal's listing will be here. Also, Crystal can put that as a record inside the advertisement. So people who go to your advertisement can actually come and see your all other of your listing. Okay? So these are things that we try to achieve, and of course we want to be specific. Everybody else can do this. A lot of other companies also do this. But this is the place that a lot of people cannot do. How you analyze as a senior rank, how you are different from other rank, because you have to deliver your value here. Because of your seniority, of your knowledge of the area, of your whatever you know. The rest, copy and paste. So we gone through here, data transaksi terbuka. Alright, you understand here already, I show you just now. Okay, so the market price analysis is something that we have to think, and how do we benefit for our company. So commentary for the third party will include ROI, what is the return on investment, what is the true picture. If you were to buy a property, invest your money in it, what is your return? Is it return only 3% for rental? So all this, if we can give to our customer can respect us, saying that yes, I talk to you because you know your business. Of course, a lot of other rent out there is just, don't talk about all this just buy just rent I don't care, I just want to make the deal and make my commission. But that will be everybody else, whether you want to be one of that type of people or not. Okay, so these are things that we do already. Then we want to go outskirt. So now Vincent has got the outskirt sign already. This particular Great Town Development, we already signed the letter of appointment. So you go out and get appointment for project, no problem, you can just go out and get, but I need to sign because they are appointing the firm. They are appointing the firm. So we put down for Vincent to sign as he is the one who get the listing also. Also Vincent will sign here. Same thing with you, if you get a project and you want to lead the project, you want to head the project, no problem. Just that follow the law, we will be fully bound to the whatever here. So here we are bound to a lot of things here. They ask us to do. So where about it is here. Okay, but I checked already, Vincent, not just they are giving to one or two companies, they are giving to a lot of companies. Affluence is doing, TRR is doing, a lot of other companies also doing. Okay, so when we take this type of listing, or we take this type of project listing, we have to prove to the developer we are doing something. Also, how are we going to do something? We need to talk about it. Okay, so what are our future? How long is this job? This is how you got to ask yourself. Young people like Samson, maybe I try it for 5 years first, right? Some of us senior already, I think I won't move. I will just stay in this job. So this is how you need to ask yourself. So I told you already, personal reputation, how you want to see yourself. Okay? Will it be a waste of time if this is temporarily? So if you want to do something, you want to think about, is it a waste of time if I'm just doing nothing? Or I just bear with it every day? Or is it long term, let's say 5 years, then I need to do something about it, or else I'll be suffering for 5 years. Correct? So I'm in this part-time. Of course, if you are a lot of us in the scenario of real estate business, we a lot of us in the part-time basis. So if you are in a part-time basis, how are you going to benefit from it? You need to think about how to make good your part-time. All right. So there are people only for where money is. That means I'm here because tomorrow I can close the deal. Tomorrow I cannot close the deal. Bye-bye. Also, there are people like that also. So we don't say yes or no, but a lot of time these are for you to think. For you to think. Say succession plan. We have succession plan. This company will be long term because we will be seeing maybe Jason qualified one day, Joanna qualified one day. So even though let's say I go and fully retire, this firm got somebody to run. So this is not like I'll be in Sinjun just for the next 2 years and bye-bye already because it's going to be swallowed up by big firm. Not like that. We are not going to join big firm. We're going to be minimalist. So we have succession, and we are not merging with bigger firm, and we have the Sendian Berhad, which will be doing all these advertisement related, AI related, also education related thing . All right, and we are looking at if we can, we will build a bigger Sendian Berhad or group company so that we will have more businesses elsewhere. Okay, we are on long term . All right, so think of your own ambition. What is your own ambition now as you are, maybe some of you passing 60-year-old, some of you passing 50-year-old. So you need to think of your ambition. So this is my ambition. First ambition, I was in the senior school, like STPM, SPM. I want to be a university graduate. So I wanted to go into university. At that time, going to university is like big thing. So my ambition when I was young, I must go to university. I did that. I did that. I want to be a professional. But when I go and study in a school doing sciences, I can never become a professional. Because I came out as a biochemist, it's not a recognized profession. Anyone who has got some background in science can do this business. Now it's more a professional. Now you cannot start up a lab. You cannot do a pathology lab if you are not a science graduate. But my time, anyone can start a pathology lab. Let's say you go to take blood and all that. The one who is in there is just a diploma in laboratory science. So at that time, I wanted to be a professional. So I said I want to study and become a professional. And finally, I achieved it. So now, like our Raymond also professional. He's a QS. So I wanted to be a professional. Only I achieved it when I became a REA. Then I want to start a company. Long time ago, I was thinking I want to start a company already. When I was working with Roche, I was working in titanium. So one day I must have my own company. I did it. I started my Sinjun. And then I want to have a new way to do things. So I did estate agent exam. I did all this website. I want to get married at one time. Even getting married is my ambition. Because I say I'm not so handsome, skinny, not like Samson so handsome, right? So at one time, you doubt yourself, whether got woman like me or not. Even worried that maybe one day I will be not married. So I got ambition. I want to get married. I got married. So any one of you got ambition like that? So I wanted to do motorhome. So I want to buy a car and how to go and drive the whole Sarawak. And I did that. I did driving from Kuching until Miri. I bought the two pickup truck, Navara.
Not home.
Not home It's not the motorhome. It's more like a pickup truck. So I drove that. I drove the Pen Borneo. Okay. So we have Mr. Hu Nye Wei. Correct. So he's now our new member and also waiting for Sheila. Sheila get her certificate in the sense we put it in. Get her with this. Other than that, these are the things that we've been doing. Many of this format. Of course, Sheila said want to improve it. Maybe one day we can improve it. Okay. Website we already have. So we have other things, challenges. Then we also know that this year we have the early renewal. We can renew by 1st of August. Some of you all attended the RRP. You can.
Next RP is when?
Depending, I think the timing next RRP will be August. So we can start renewing for those who has received their RRP cert. Okay, so this is the standard. Everyone who is in company, please use this for your processing of your commission. So this is the rental purchase form, standard. Okay, and then the fee structure you all know already. These are the old picture. One puri, I don't want to go in. Even we are still selling. Okay. So other than that, only include your new project in bulk. So how you want to do? Tell us.
First of all, I think I identified a strategic location to put my banner. Okay, by the way, this project is about 90% completed. What to call only left things.
Okay. Okay. So we'll follow whatever Vincent planned. Then Vincent will share with us how he wants it done. Most likely you'll be using one of the shop lot around the area. And then we go there for breakfast. And then hello there. That kind of like a roadshow, something like that. So on the way you come up to the office, you saw some fishtail, right? When you were walking up here just now, when you had the staircase, you see some fishtail or not? Some fish tail. Those fish tail we will use it at the place where we go and do our morning whatever breakfast gathering. So it becomes like kopitiam gathering, and we have our fish tail. Then people know that we are selling product, selling some property. So before we end, I just want to thank you all for coming in, especially the new Raymond and Sheila. My next thinking is that, think about this lah. Sheila and Elizabeth may be looking at the Bumiputra market, more of the native related type of market, because this is a big area which I think most company are looking at it lah. Because some of the company are doing that already. Maxon is doing that. BRE is joining Maxon because Maxon is tailor-made for that type of market. BRE has all this while having the booming market in Sarawak. So that's why they choose Maxon to come together, because Maxon, although behind is Chinese, in West Malaysia, a lot of owners are Chinese, but their market is Muslim market, Malay market. Also, this is a market that we need not have to ignore. We should not ignore, because this market is becoming very big now. So that will be easier for you all, because you all near to the community, because we are talking about the community, right? The first is profitability. Second is you must have the community service that you are gathered to influence your community. Okay? Thank you.